I auditioned to become the head of the U.S. Department of Education. My first act of office will be immediately abolishing the No Child Left Behind Act. Yes, we will be leaving children behind. If they fail a class, they will have to repeat it. My second act is one that I'm very passionate about. We will be bringing zeros back. If you don't know, in many schools in the U.S. right now, students receive 40% or 50% if they do zero work, if they do not complete an assignment, in my school included and many other schools. Are not going to be allowed to give a student a 50% if they do not turn in any work. They will have to receive a zero. Likewise, there will be no completion grades, right? If you just attempt an assignment, that doesn't mean you get a 55%. Like if you get a 1 out of 10, you earned a 10% on that assignment. And that's okay. Sometimes failing happens and we don't need to just inflate the grades just for fun. Grades will reflect students' actual performance and understanding of the content. The third one I'm very excited for as well. Teacher evaluations will take place once a year, and teachers will be observed by another current teacher from a different school. Teachers would volunteer to be evaluators. They would get a sub for the day, no questions asked, and then they would evaluate objectively. That way the person evaluating you does not know you and does not have any personal bias towards you. Hopefully. Okay, the fourth one, I think this should be common sense, but I hear that it happens all the time at some schools, never at mine. But teachers shouldn't be expected to work for free. I hear elementary teachers are doing these before and after work things that they aren't getting paid for, like lunch duty or recess duty or pickup duty, whatever it is. The school needs those things covered. People can volunteer for it and then they have to get paid for it. Can't force you to cover other people's classes for free. They have to pay you extra if they're going to take away your lunch or your prep or whatever time that is supposed to be yours and then force you to do something without getting paid. There will be no more voluntelling.
Years. I have been saying in real life and in many videos, you can go back and look, and if you followed me for a long time, you know I've been saying this, that the shift I noticed in my students from 1992 to when I retired in 2024 did not happen during or after the pandemic. It started to happen in 2014 to 2016. So what did I notice? A shift in attention spans, the inability to focus for long periods of time, the lack of interest in reading, which is also the same time that I saw advanced vocabulary go out the window, their understanding of it and usage of it. And then the saddest part to me was their unwillingness to participate in class discussions. And now a major education report is confirming what I and so many other veteran teachers saw during that time period. According to the new Education Scorecard report, America's academic decline didn't start with COVID. It started around 2013 when math and reading scores not only stopped improving, but they started to decline. The report points to two major changes during that same time period, which are the rise of cell phone use and social media, and the weakening of the academic accountability systems. It explains that starting around 2012, many states began moving away from the very strict No Child Left Behind accountability system and started using very different systems to measure success. The report also notes that as a result, individual state reporting became far less consistent, which makes it more difficult to compare state outcomes and then recognize national declines as they were happening. If you want to read more about their findings, the role of test-based accountability in pre-pandemic trends starts on page 10 and goes to page 12. The role of social media in pre-pandemic trends goes from pages 13 to 15. Poverty and academic recovery goes from 15 to 19.
Now, you know people are not going to do their own research and read.
And the role of absenteeism goes from pages 18 to 21. Veteran teachers, did you notice a shift in those years as well? And if so, what changes did you notice in your classroom?
All right, I know this is going to sound crazy, but just hear me out, okay? Does anyone else feel like our kids are going to school for no reason? Seriously. The world is changing so rapidly, let alone the chaos that's happening every single day that everyone could just implode. But on a regular note, what are we preparing them for? Our education system is so outdated. Technology is moving so fast. AI is taking over way quicker than they anticipated. And our kids are still going to school learning what exactly to prepare them for what. Like sitting here thinking, how are my kids going to make money? Is that even is like the workforce is like non-existent. Okay. Everyone needs a job, all this. Yes, people need to work, but what are people doing for work in like the next 10 years? What are our kids doing? And if it's a waste of time now, like, okay, elementary school, get the basics. You need to learn how to read. You need to learn how to count, blah, 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 right? All those things are great. But then what? They're going to go to junior high and learn fake history. And then they're going to go to high school and dink around and deal with bullies and chaos and possibly, shootings and all just crazy stuff. And then what? What are they going to do? I have a almost 11-year-old and a almost 5-year-old, okay? What are they going to do when it's their time to go out into the world and work? And every single job is being taken over. Every single creative job where people who are creative, who could align themselves with an area of work that people couldn't easily replicate, that's gone. Entry-level jobs, gone. Even like construction workers, they have like machines now that will just lay bricks and slap cement for them. Really, what are we doing? Are we going to end up with like a world where we get like a stipend for food and we all sit around on computer? Like, what are we going to do?